Hey guys, I'm back, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about how to keep low nitrates and phosphates. I've got a list here in front of me. I'm going to be talking through. So I've got a few things to cover. So first thing on the list, we got feeding. So it's not necessarily about the amount you're feeding. It's mainly to do with the type of food. You want to be feeding New Life Spectrum probiotics. It's amazing food. It's got everything, all the meat, seaweeds, vitamins, all the stuff the fish needs, and it's also really good for the to minimize the fish waste. I never see any fish waste in my tank. It really helps with the lower nitrates. So with this thing, you could with this food, you could probably feed as much as you want, and the fish don't get like they don't produce much waste at all. So really go for the New Life Spectrum. Make sure it's the probiotics. The probiotics will reduce the waste even more. So number 2 on the list, skimmer. Well, skimmer and water changes. So if you've got a tank above 300, probably above 400 litres, you want to be running a big skimmer. Well, anything above 100 litres, you want to be running a skimmer. So I wouldn't rely on water changes above like 400 litres, just because it's going to cost a lot on salt, and it will be really annoying buckets all the time because it's a big tank. You've got a lot of water to change. But nano tanks, anything under litres, you can sometimes get away with no skimmer. I'm running no skimmer on my tank, no reactor, no carbon, nothing to reduce my nitrates. I mean, yeah, I got water changes. I was doing them weekly, 50% a week. Now I've now cut back every other week. Well, to be honest, I haven't even done one for like 2 weeks or so, and my nitrates are still hanging at about 0.1. There's only a tiny bit of nitrate in my tank. I'm trying to keep them up. I'm trying to keep the sponge in there for as long as I can, feeding as much as I can. No water changes. It's still stuck at 0.1, and I've got really good biological media, which I'll get to that in just a sec. So yeah, skimmer definitely above 100 litres, and you can rely on water changes below 100 litres as well. So next is Red Sea's No-Pox. This is a solution that you can dose into your aquarium. This will help with reducing nitrates. So if your nitrates are above 20, well, yeah, above 20, you don't really want them that any higher than 20, even especially with SBS, because they're really fussy with high nitrates. You want to keep those a little bit lower towards the 5 or 10. So yeah, dose this into the system. It says on the bottle how much you need to be dosing. It depends on what size tank you got. But yeah, this is really I've heard of people have really good success with this Red Sea's No-Pox. Really good stuff for reducing nitrates. So next, this is probably key. This is probably the main thing of reducing nitrate. Biological media. You need to have Biohome Ultimate Marine. It's when you hit about the 6 month to 1 year stage of your reef tank, this stuff really starts kicking in and sucks down so much nutrients. You start struggling with it, but it's better to have them too low than too high, because it's easier to get them up than down, really. That's why I'm doing a video on how to get them down. So yeah, this Biome Ultimate Marine is some really good stuff you need to get. And the kind of rule is that you should be having 1.5 to 2 kilos of it per 100 litres. I got a kilo of it in mine, and it's been doing absolutely amazing job. Next thing is sand sifting. Loads of nutrients get stuck in the sand. If you don't agitate it at all, definitely give it a nice vacuum to release all those nutrients into the water, because the coral will love that as well. They'll feed off it. And it will help with increasing nitrate as well if they are too low. So yeah, sand sifting, or you can get a sand sifting fish, gobies, really. Yeah, sand sifting. Next is, we're going to move into like kind of the phosphate region. GFO reactors, these can help with phosphate as well. You want to keep these at about 0.1-ish, yeah, about 0.12, no higher than like 3 or 4 really, because if you have them too high, too high or low, the corals they won't stress out. Well, they will a tiny bit, but it's mainly colour. They will massively decrease in colour if they're too low or too high. So make sure you have it about 0.1 in the tank. So these reactors can really help with the phosphate as well. So they can be a little bit expensive. You probably won't need one on a nano tank under 100 litres, but above 100 litres you want to kind of lean towards getting one of those in your tank. And finally, this will sound a little bit weird, but flow. Make sure you have your, well, it's not a need, but it's just a little bonus if you want to help with nutrient increase, actually. Have your wave machines angled towards the rock, because that will blow all of the nutrients that get stuck in the rock, because more nutrients get stuck in the rock than the sand, really. So just try and keep the, if you can, get the wave machines blowing through the rock as much as you can. So that'll do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.